Tax-wise, I think first of all we need the property tax cap. There's been enough discussion about it. There's been a bipartisan commission on property tax relief representing both parties, representing experts. The governor's behind it. The state senate is now behind it. We absolutely need this to pass the assembly. We need some measure of control over our property taxes. The property taxes are going up and up with no end in sight. They're driving people out of their homes. What I would do is I would go to Albany. I would go with specific proposals. I have a real plan to cap property taxes, to reduce taxes, to eliminate certain taxes. We are the most taxed state in the country, by far, per capita, and we have the highest debt. There's too much secrecy. There's not openness at all that we need. We need the public to know what's going on, especially when it comes to budgeting. Budgeting is the worst of all. It's a secretive process. Our money is being spent behind closed doors, and you can see the results. We have a huge deficit in the state, and they have no real plan to solve it right now. It's an ongoing, indefinite deficit problem we have in the state. I'm an advocate type person. I'm going to bring those skills to Albany to work for real change. That's, I believe, a substantial difference between myself and what I've seen from my opponent. I also would like to lead on certain issues that are key for reducing taxes, for helping reduce the burdens on businesses and on families around Central New York. That's what's hurting our economy. It's driving people away in droves. It already has. I bring also integrity with me. When I say I'm going to do something, when I say I stand for a certain thing, you'll know where I stand and I won't depart from it. If I had a rare case where I changed my position on something after new information came to light, you would know exactly where I stand. Any family and any business knows that you got to balance the books at the end of the day. You can't keep going into debt. And our state's been going constantly into debt, and it doesn't stop because they think they can just keep leveraging everything out to the future. There has to be more control over spending. There's no question about it. They spend, or they choose to have us taxpayers at the local level spend by pushing mandates down on the local level so that the average taxpayer now has more burdens at the local level. We need to control the spending in Albany. We first need to cut out the waste. There's tremendous waste, there's tremendous overlap of bureaucracy, there's tremendous overlap of authorities and commissions and, for example, the Thruway Authority and the Department of Transportation. There's not enough working together between those organizations. There's a lot we can do to eliminate waste. The Medicaid program, over $4 billion in waste per year. I would seek, as soon as I'm elected, to get a position on the Minority Assembly Task Force to reduce waste in Medicaid and fraud. So we have all of these areas actually in the budget where there's too much padding, there's too much fat, and there's just flat out waste that needs to be controlled. I'm a cost controller.